Good morning, y'all. Today we're going to be troubleshooting a Primo touch water dispenser. And what it's doing is you press the cold water and try to dispense. You get a little bit of a clicking sound and nothing comes out. On room temperature, it does dispense, and on hot water, it dispenses also. And it's 10:42 a.m. January 4th, and this is important for the diagnosis. It's going to be January 3rd, 5:38 p.m. We're gonna go ahead and turn on the power. This one's gonna be for cooling. This one's gonna be for heating. All right, so I moved outside to get some better lighting. Plugged it back in, cold water, still not dispensing. There's something about the room temperature water. It's very cold, almost icy cold. All right, the model number we're working on is gonna be 601242. Even though it sounds like the pump's not working intermittently, do not run out and buy a pump like I did. But we are going to be saving this pump because within the family we have 3 of these machines that use the same pump. We're going to start by removing the top cover. And you saw that from 6 p.m. last night till 10 a.m. this morning, the problem occurred. So it takes a couple hours to occur, and after a little bit of research I found out these could freeze up. We've got a plug going back here. And then here you can see a canister. I believe it's going to be hot and cold water, and it's insulated by foam. To gain access, you got to take off 4 screws off the back. And for future notes, it's just smashed behind a piece of rubber under the screw, but you can still slide it up. Back here, you're going to see the control board that goes to the switches. The blue goes to the cooling sensor, and the red goes to the heating sensor. Blue plug, and it comes in about 3 o'clock on this white tub. And if you follow that black wire, it ends up right to the side of this canister. And try to remove this gray box to get access to the sensor. It looks like there's 2 here. Alright, we're just going to start unplugging. It looks like everything goes a certain way. If you unplug these 4, you might have to be a little bit careful of how you put these on. I'm going to try to leave these ones connected. And green was the last one. Let's see how much slack I have. Take a blade out. Oh, you already see I got a nick. I'm going to cut the tape that's holding the foam together. This looks like ice. That is ice. There's some tape or something holding it on. Let's see if I can get to it. I tried to remove this foam, but it's held on with a bracket. We're busting out the big screwdriver. Got it. And I'm going to try to remove the blue plug without removing the control board because I got these solenoids right in front of it. God, so tight in here. Got it. See if I can find any spot right there, 32.9. So it is freezing. And on replacement parts, there's a couple of these sensors you can get. I think they go down all the way down to like $3 each. I got the one that was a little bit more expensive. I'll put the part number and the price right now. But the reason I got this one, it already has the matching blue plug. I'm just gonna steal whatever grease is on here and put it on the new sensor. Alright, let's find this hole. Remember, we cut all this out. Looks like the hole is right on the edge, right here. And we're bottomed out. All right, you're gonna wanna run the sensor wire down. There's a little gap right here where it came out of. I wanna make sure not to pull this wire out. This is the foam that I removed. It's very minimal. I can be using foil tape. You can see you can barely get your hand down here. I'm just taping the wire back in place. And here we just followed the routing of the heating sensor. We went under the tubes. And this plug should plug right back in. About to find out. Lined up. And we got a click. I'm going to start with the smallest plug, which was the last one we took out, the green one. Alright, now we're down to white and black. And if you see there's another black connector up here, I believe that one was not connected. Get this back into place. Looks like it was here and here. Earlier I did remove 4 screws for the condenser. I thought I was going to be able to pull that whole foam out, but I wasn't able to. So if you did do that, just make sure to put this piece on first. Just put the rubber behind the fins. Believe this wire was just dangling in here. Didn't have no specific place to go. It's trying, it's clicking. Room temp. Alright, so I think it just needs a little bit of time to thaw out. We're going to go ahead and put it where it belongs. Let it thaw out and then turn on the heater switch and the cooling switch and cross our fingers. Alright guys, we put the machine back in place. It's 9:32 January 5th, so it's been plugged in for about 20 hours. We're going to go ahead and check the temperature. We've got dispensing going on. And it's saying 45.1. Check the room temp. 60.8. Now we're going to check the hot water. Make sure everything's plugged in correctly. 150.6. I hope this video helped you diagnose and repair your Primo water machine. Thanks for watching and catch y'all next time.